And everyone, thank you so much for joining us.
Wlbt's First Alert Weather Team is keeping you up to date with the latest information. From your morning commute to your afternoon drive, we're on your side, streaming on your favorite devices. Wlbt First Alert Weather Plus. WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is committed to your safety with 6 hours of continuous team coverage.
This is a relentless storm, Dave.
We're fortunate we all made it out alive.
And our network of skycams across the state alerting you to danger, bringing you live footage of tornadoes as they touch down in Wathau County.
Look at this, Chase. Guys, look at that.
This is ground zero almost. I mean, this is really hard to stomach, like I said.
We take our commitment to being on your side seriously, and together we're Mississippi Strong. Weekdays, stream First Alert Weather Plus.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is keeping you up to date with the latest information. From your morning commute to your afternoon drive, we're on your side, streaming on your favorite devices. WLBT First Alert Weather Plus.
Alrighty, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me here on WLBT Plus First Alert Weather Edition. I'm meteorologist Chase Franks, and I'll be covering all the details about your local forecast. I don't know why it keeps acting like that. Either way, looking good right now here in central Mississippi. Very quiet, live view of Tylertown. It is picturesque out there. Doesn't really feel the best, though. Let me get the actual temperatures out there right now to show you what it feels like, as it definitely does feel like it needs to rain. And sure enough, we will be tracking out storms developing into your afternoon. So very quiet conditions across much of the area, partly to mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures ranging into the 70s, very close to, if not in, to the low 80s. So it's going to be warm, and it's going to be feeling muggy outside. So that is something that you should definitely be cautious of if you do have to head on out here in the next little bit. Otherwise, we are tracking out chances of strong to even severe storms into your day today. Your first alert that from noon to about 8 o'clock, some areas early as 10 a.m., some areas as late as 9 or 10 p.m. It really depends. This is just for the general area. Damaging winds, hail being our main threats, with flash flooding possible in some isolated areas. But every county is included in that marginal risk zone for you here in central Mississippi. Here's a live view of our first alert radar. Starting off fairly early, but most of us are looking dry right now. A lot of these storms will not be moving into our forecast into your day today. Again, we'll see the main line developing off to the west start to move through our forecast into the rest of your day. So a live view of areas closer to the storms near Greenville, Indianola, Greenwood, along the Highway 82 area. Most of us, if you travel north of Highway 49 east or just Highway 49, and you're going to be areas to the north of Belzona, running into these showers and thunderstorms. Rolling Fork, you're dry right now. Delta National Forest, Yazoo City, Pickens, Canton, Lexington, we're dry, which is good. But here's a look at what you can be expecting for the day today. We'll go through two different models. One is the HER, one is the graph, and both are showing a pretty good consensus into what you can be expecting for your day today. So again, very isolated in terms of rainfall coverage. It's showing these storms developing out to the north. But it's not picking up on the intensity. So I think that it's likely, look, this is 9 a.m., could see some isolated showers and storms developing earlier, but the main line will develop this afternoon. I still look at 5 p.m. Again, showing you that these storms are strong, and it'll be a more of a linear structure, which I was actually thinking was possible into the day yesterday. But by 10 p.m., most of us will be staying dry. Some of the lines, some of the storms will still be strong along the I-59 corridor, but most of us will stay dry into your day on Thursday. And again, Thursday, very isolated in terms of coverage. Most of us won't see a lot of storms. And then this model is showing it again. It's not picking up on the rainfall that we're seeing right now into the Delta. Not a good sign, in my opinion, of what's to come. because if the model's not picking up on it, who's to say that this is not corrupted data as it is? But still looking at isolated rainfall chances possible 10 a.m. till about noon. I do think that that's a pretty good consensus that we'll start to see these isolated storms firing up, and then we'll see that main line move on through anywhere from 3 p.m. to about 6 or 7. I don't know why it went so fast. So again, this is showing a little bit less intense, but also I want you to be aware that I think it's likely that we see that first model come into fruition more so than that back model. So for the day today, we'll see highs into the upper 80s, low 90s. It depends on when we see that frontal boundary move through the forecast. Areas in the Delta will see it move through first. So you'll see your temperatures a little bit cooler in comparison to areas off to the southeast. So Tylertown, you'll be a little bit warmer than areas close to Lexington and Yazoo City. So this is what we're expecting on the back half of this. Thankfully, we finally have a nice little taste of fall. So highs into the day on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in the mid 80s. We'll return into the upper 80s and low 90s into the back half of our first alert forecast, more so into Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week before we see a nice little cool off as well. So this is what we're expecting right here in your first alert forecast for the tropics. Let me actually go over here to make sure that the NHC still saying the same thing. So let me reset that. Yes, 90 and 80 still. Okay, perfect. So those two possible areas of development, they look likely to develop into a named storm here in the next 24 to 48 hours, especially into that 90% area, that 80% more so into the back half of this week. Obviously, this is something that we're watching closely, but areas in the Gulf remain quiet, areas in the Caribbean remain quiet as well. I do think it's likely that we see impacts from one, if not both of these storms into areas along the East Coast. The good news is that blocking and that frontal boundary we're seeing will help keep this out to sea and away from Florida. However, the Carolinas could see some impacts from this. So this is something that we're keeping a close eye on. And then the major hurricane Gabrielle is out there into the central Atlantic, making its way east towards the Iberian Peninsula. We should see this impact some of the islands out there off the coast of Iberia here within the next 7 days. So that's what we're keeping a close eye on. Weather here at home, again, I'll give you one last little rundown about the weather before I let you go for your day today. Obviously, we'll have more updates live and online for you. Well, let me see here. Which one do I want to show you? We'll go with this one again. Well, I'll just show you this one again to end it off for your morning. Damaging winds, hail being our main concern, flash flooding possible, the main timing into the afternoon and evening. That's not to say that no storms will fire up into the morning hours. I want you to be aware we're going to be keeping a close eye on everything. So we'll have more updates live and online for you throughout the day today. If anything does pop up, we'll be the first to let you know about that. So if you have any questions, don't be afraid to reach out. I'd be happy to answer them at any time. But that's all I got for you right now. Have a great rest of your day today. Be safe, stay dry, and stay cool if you don't see the rainfall until later. So have a great rest of your day. And remember, stay weather aware as we are tracking the chance for severe weather.